Siemaneczko, witam wszystkich w 44. części Let's Play Dragon Age Inkwizycja. Przypominam, że ostatnio udało nam się pokonać Alexiusa i wrócić do teraźniejszości. Wzięliśmy go w niewolę. Też mamy nowych sojuszników, magów. Ja osobiście dałem im wolną rękę, czyli po prostu nie chciałem ich więzić, tylko dałem im wolność. Sporo osób to krytykowało, sporo osób to popierało. Zobaczymy, co z tego wyjdzie. Ja na razie nie żałuję swojej decyzji. A cóż, z Alexiusem Dorian chyba się widział, zaraz go wypytamy. Oczywiście też między odcinkami sprzedałem sobie lucik, bo stwierdziłem, że wolne miejsce może nam się teraz przydać. I trochę kasy nam wpadło. Dobra, Dorian, my nie dokończyliśmy... Sorki za to. Nie dokończyliśmy rozmowy z tobą.
Why would you assume that?
If you weren't, you would have split my skull open at our first meeting before I said a word. Centuries of warfare with the Canary do lead to this state of affairs.
You've encountered Canary before?
Canary
Ciekawe.
old hat for anyone from the Eastern Imperium.
Aha.
Although the attacks aren't quite the rampaging wars of ages past. Now we're like two angry dowagers who only remember to spit at each other when they pass on the street.
Ciekawe. A osobiście?
Did you meet any Canary personally?
None who weren't rushing towards me with a sword. I was too busy running in the other direction to say hello. I've met some Talbashoth in my time, however. Mercenaries and a few merchants. They're not the same as Canary. Might easily be a different people altogether.
No one in Tevinter has issues with Tal Vashoth?
I didn't say that. Prejudices are deeply rooted back home. But I have more sympathy than most. A personal failing, some would say.
No to dobrze wiedzieć. Nie wadzisz
If
mi.
you've no problem with me, I've no problem with you.
A philosophy I've learned to live by.
A, no to
No issue
super.
with my being Inquisitor, then?
None that specifically involve you being so very, very large.
Okej.
Good.
Dobra.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Popular topic. Anything
Tak.
specific?
O co my go tak... A, ostatnio o to go męczyliśmy.
The
To
Magisterium.
przewinimy sobie.
That magisters are all mages is considered a
Na tym
convenient
skończyliśmy
technicality.
chyba, tak? Chyba
What is
tak.
the Magisterium, exactly?
No
The
właśnie.
upper house of the Imperial Senate.
Ojej,
The only part worth
ktoś mnie
having a seat.
przesunął.
Those seats are split among the circles of Magi, the Chantry, and the major families. All majors now.
Aha,
It's odd that outside the Imperium, you use Magister like it applies to every Tevinter mage.
kim więc jesteś, co?
If you're not a Magister, then what do you call? No special title?
I'm an Altus, which is almost as good as a Magister, depending on who you ask.
Aha. A kto to
I've
jest,
never
co?
heard of an Altus.
Upper class. Those families who trace descent from the Dreamers, the first prophets of the old gods. If you're a mage and you're not Altus, then you're later, lower class. If you're not a mage at all, you're Soparati. That's everyone else. We do love our fancy words.
Zauważyłem.
I thought the Archon ruled over the Imperium.
Well, yes. Technically, he can overrule laws passed by the Magisterium, but that never happens. Even so, he gets to appoint new Magisters, which means all the families vie madly for his favor. Thus, the Archon gets invited to all the parties. The truest path to Tevinter influence, let me tell you.
Coś takiego.
But let me ask you
Coś
something
takiego.
else.
Dobra, co tam jeszcze nam zostało, stary? No właśnie, to jest ciekawe.
Just how often is blood magic used there?
Oh, not at all.
A w ogóle, tak?
That's what any Magister would tell you. They'd be convincingly offended by the notion, too. Of
A
course,
tak
what
naprawdę?
people call blood magic here and what we consider blood magic are two different things.
Aha. A jak ją
What's
nazywacie?
considered actual blood magic in Tevinter?
Blood magic isn't inherently dangerous. Using your own blood or that of a willing participant, what's the harm?
No w
The
sumie.
problem is that what's permitted only gets you so much power. And what if you need more? You always need more. That's where we get into sacrifices and demon summoning. None of that is done. Not officially. Behind closed
też
doors,
macie z tym
it's a different
problem.
story. Real blood magic can give you an edge, a leg up against your opponents. It's safe to assume that any mage of rank does it. The rest are quietly shut out of power, to put it bluntly.
No proszę, proszę.
You'd think the Templars would object.
I imagine they did, long ago. Once their investigations might have been sincere. Then their balls were cut off. Too inconvenient. Nowadays, only the friendless are accused. Most of them probably innocent.
Takie buty.
There must
No,
be
okej,
some mages who
rozumiem.
oppose this.
Of course. I do. And I'm not entirely alone.
No, czyli jesteś w
Occasionally
mniejszości
there'll be a
znowu.
magister who makes noise, and then the reform talk begins. Oh, very patriotic. Meanwhile, that magister will be quietly shunned. Chances are, surprise, it's learned he was a Maleficar all along. Most learn to keep quiet. Me? I enjoy the allure of pariahhood.
No to widzę, że wcale nie jest tam różowo, co? Wcale nie jest tam różowo. Co z niewolnictwem? To mnie trochę zaciekawiło i troszkę
Anyone
niepokoi.
who talks about the Imperium mentions slavery. It's
No
the center of
właśnie.
the slave trade.
Aha.
That is true.
And did you have slaves?
Not personally, but my family does and treats them well. Honestly, I never thought much about it until I came south. Back home, it's how it is. Slaves are everywhere. You don't question it. I'm not even certain many slaves do.
You think slaves like it that way? Don't be ridiculous.
I didn't say they like it. It's all most of them know. In the south, you have
Czyli nie mają
alienages,
wyboru.
slums, both human and elven. The desperate have no way out. Back home, a poor man can sell himself. As a slave, he could have a position of respect, comfort, and could even support a family. Some slaves are treated poorly, it's
Ciekawe.
true. But do you honestly think inescapable poverty is better?
Przynajmniej mogą wybierać.
At least they're free. They don't have slavery forced on them.
You think people choose to be poor and oppressed? I doubt it. I don't know what it's like to be a slave, true. I never thought about it until I saw how different it was here. But I suspect you don't know either. Nor should you believe that every tale of Tevinter excess is the norm.
No dobra. Ciekawe jak ci niewolnicy, którzy nie mają szczęścia i trafiają trochę gorzej. Ciekawe jak oni tam mają. Bo wątpię, żeby wszyscy mieli tak różowo z tego, co nam opowiada Dorian. A, macie tam swój zakon?
There's an Imperial Chantry, isn't there? With its own divine?
You
No
people aren't
właśnie.
supposed to talk about the Black Divine, are you? If you mention him outside the Imperium, people make that face, like you're urinating in public. But yes,
okay.
we do have the Chantry, or a version of it. Night and day comparing it to yours.
O, czarny boski?
Do you really call
Ciekawe.
him the Black Divine?
We don't call him that, oh no. In the Imperium, he's the true divine. The woman sitting on the sunburst throne is some backwater pretender. It all stems from a disagreement over Andraste. Marvelous, isn't it?
Why would they disagree over Andraste?
It's not my field of expertise, but the Imperium believes Andraste was a mortal woman, a mage. Down south, they say, no, she's the bride of the Maker, ascended to his side, divine provenance, a blah blah blah. We feel better believing Andraste
Okay.
was one of us. Makes executing her less damning, you see. So we elected a man as divine, the South declared war, and we've been feuding cousins ever since.
No to ciekawe. A, macie boskiego zamiast boskiej.
So
No
the
proszę,
Imperial
proszę,
Divine
jakie
is
różnice.
always a man?
All the better to distinguish him from that other one, yes. Don't think there aren't a number of female magisters who bristle at that. Why can't they be divine after all? Same reason you never see a man on the sunburst throne. Because that's how it's always been done. Excellent reasoning.
No dobra. Co tam jeszcze zostało? Jesteś pobożny?
Do you consider
Chyba
yourself
nie bardzo.
Andrastian?
The big question. It might surprise you that I do consider myself Andrastian. I simply do not
Aha,
believe
to
in
rzeczywiście
the
troszkę mnie
It is
zaskoczyłeś.
a relic, whether back home or here in the south. Something from a bygone age desperately clinging to relevance. It's not an opinion that makes me popular.
Wiesz co, ja za zakonem też nie jestem i powiem ci, że się zgodzę
I
z tobą.
share your opinion, actually.
That's not surprising, considering what the Inquisition represents. I'll say this. I may not believe in the Chantry, but I believe
No, to
in
miło mi to słyszeć.
In me.
that the Maker sent you, whether through Andraste or fate. Cassandra is not wrong. You are what we needed most at the moment we needed it. That's what they will say in ages to come.
No okej. W sumie zaskoczyłeś
You
mnie
don't
troszkę.
seem like the religious sort, to be honest.
If you define religious as sitting in a chantry and listening to a blithering hen tell you how to live, then no. If you define it as believing in the possibility that something larger than yourself exists, then yes, by all means. The world is bigger than I, even bigger than you. It laughs at all the things we think we know. The Maker doesn't need me to believe, but I do. The thought of no one at all watching out for us
Okej.
is too frightening.
Dobra, widzę, że tu będzie masę pytań. No chcę z nim pogadać, no wybaczcie, ale chcę.
The main difference is in the whole magic is meant to serve man, not rule over him business. Back home, ruling the unwashed masses is serving them, for the good of the Imperium. Perhaps it started with good intentions, but these days it's academic. The circles are in command.
Macie kręgi,
There are
powiadasz.
circles of magi in the Imperium?
We don't have dismal little mage prisons, if that's what you mean. They're academies, prestigious ones.
Aha.
We have Templars as well, but they don't cancel spells or whatever your Templars do. They're soldiers. They watch for abuse of magic, yes, but only those who are weak or who fall out of favor get dealt with. Mostly they enforce the Magisterium's edicts. The Chantry smiles and nods from the sidelines.
No proszę, proszę,
Let me
dobra.
ask you something else.
Coś tam jeszcze nam zostało? Te Winter może być sojusznikiem.
Wondering
Ostatnie
if the
pytanie.
Imperium would be a useful ally.
No,
I
chyba,
think you'd be
chyba
more
nie bardzo,
concerned
co?
whether or not they'd support the Venatori. They won't, of course. At least not officially. They'll disavow all knowledge of dangerous
Tak,
cults.
nieoficjalnie.
Secretly, many magisters will rejoice at the idea. And if the South falls to chaos in the meantime, all the
Tym
better.
lepiej, no kurde, tego się obawiałem.
It would be in the Imperium's best interest to help. Surely it could use allies.
I think the Imperium gave up on the idea of allies a lot. We've been fighting the Canary for what? 200 years off and on? It's a point of... They'll sneer at the South behind their silk handkerchiefs and say, you've had it easy for far too long. Let's not forget that the Inquisition seems to be an arm of the Orlesian Chantry. Anathema so far as they're concerned.
No ale to nieprawda, no. Ja to wiem, ty to wiesz, ale oni chyba nie
We're not
bardzo,
part
co?
of the Chantry. The Chantry opposed the Inquisition's formation.
You think that matters? Don't be silly. The Herald of Andraste. Your very title smacks of the Southern Chantry. You may as well be a heathen. I think they're far more frightened of what you'll do if you succeed.
No okej.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
Dobra. Widziałeś się z
Have you
Alexiusem?
gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
Okej, no dobra. W sumie my też chyba możemy z nim pogadać. Tylko zanim to zrobimy, wyposaż miksturki. Tak jest. Dokładnie. Dobra, no to świetnie. Czy możemy coś ulepszyć? Jakieś miksturki? Mikstura regeneracji. Mikstura lecząca. A. Większa wartość o 50. Elfi korzeń, lotos świtu. A mikstura regeneracji? O, proszę. To mam już opracowane. 8 sekund. Królewskie listy. Musimy trochę pozbierać tych ziółek. Musimy tego trochę pozbierać, a to między odcinkami będę robił. Dobra, Solas, a ty? Co tam u ciebie słychać? Tak jest.
You are certain you experienced time travel. Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
Dorian was sure. Impossible as it seems.
What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witness.
Solas, czemu to potępiłeś? Widziałem cię
I'm
tam.
surprised you're not more interested in your own future.
I know enough. If that future happened, then I, and Cassandra, Callan and the rest, failed to stop this Elder One. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and
No,
now again at
faktycznie.
Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
W sumie święte słowa, Solas, święte słowa. Nie puści nam tego płazem. No dobra, ale spadamy stąd. Co tam? W karczmie coś tutaj ciekawego się dzieje?
Just returning the cups, Flisser. Thank you for bringing us drinks.
Chyba nie. Chyba nie. Dobra, w takim razie zahaczymy o Warika. I w zasadzie
The
tyle,
Mage
co?
Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming.
Aha, zaskoczony.
One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But Red Lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my Red Lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
No niestety. Nie martw się, nie traćmy wiary.
I'd like
No
to keep
właśnie.
hoping it's a coincidence, if you don't mind. I need to be able to sleep at night.
Honestly, I think I'll give up sleeping for the foreseeable future. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's
No, w sumie
enough
tak.
doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Jak zamierzam to uczcić? Planując następny krok,
You
tak.
can't know what's coming. Best not to get too comfortable.
I can't disagree with that. But maybe you should try to relax while you can. Things
Może.
should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
W sumie Warik?
Need something?
I want to know more about red lyrium.
I'll tell you what I can.
Dobra,
Ale
w sumie
there's
nic
enough
nowego,
on
to nam
Red
powiedziałeś. Czyli jeśli Warik miał nową kwestię dialogową, to w sumie reszta też może mieć. Czyli jeszcze skręcimy, wypytamy Cassandrę, Callena, Blackwalla. Jestem ciekaw w ogóle opinii naszego szarego strażnika. Może od niego zaczniemy. Blackwall, co masz nam do powiedzenia? W sumie tam cię nie było, ale myślę, że coś ciekawego nam powiesz, co? W sumie zyskaliśmy magów do cholery. O Jezus, tak sensownie, żebym tu stanął. O.
There was never going to be an easy answer to the mage dilemma. What you did for the
Święte
mages
słowa.
took courage. You gave them a chance.
Tak jest.
Everyone deserves one.
Dokładnie. Aha, i to tyle, tak? A w tej chatce chyba jeszcze nigdy nie byłem. Albo może i byłem. Dobra. Tyle nam powiedziałeś. To jestem bardzo ciekaw, co nam powie Cassandra. No jak widzicie, ten odcinek jest taki bardziej sielankowy. No, jestem ciekaw wszystkich questów, to znaczy opcji dialogowych. Z kim ty, Cassandra, gadasz? Ciekawe. Kwestii dialogowych naszych towarzyszy.
And what are we
zaraz.
supposed to do exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it.
Co tam się dzieje? Jakieś problemy z magami? Cassandra?
It never ends. Evidently.
Czym problem?
Is there an issue with the mages? Can I help?
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created
tak.
this alliance.
Well, I hope it works. What other choice do we have?
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I
No,
don't
troszeczkę.
disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
O, czemu nie?
You're
Romansujmy.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
Oj tam, skarbie.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
Spoko, spoko, kotku. Już nie denerwuj się tak. No, przenieśliśmy się w ogóle tutaj. To wszystko?
Go on then.
That's enough
Myślę,
for
że
now.
tak.
As you wish.
Dobra. Kalen, no obawiam się, że ty nie jedziesz w ogóle zadowolony. Ale pogadajmy.
Mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Dajmy magom
I know you're
szansę.
worried about having the mages here. Give them a chance to prove themselves.
No
I'm
właśnie.
not questioning their ability or their intentions, but we cannot ignore the risks.
No tak, tak.
I will not endanger the alliance you've created. We need their help. Any
No to super.
precautions taken will be to ensure the safety of our people and the mages themselves. Nothing more.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
To wszystko. No,
What do
swoich
you think of the people
współpracowników.
you work with?
Who do you mean?
Medianie.
Are you satisfied?
Our numbers are small. Some Templars have joined us instead of following the order.
Aha, dobra,
They've
dobra.
proven invaluable in training new recruits.
Dobra, to już wszystko było, nie mam więcej pytań. Okej, nie, no to w sumie Kalen dobrze zareagowałeś. A gdzie są ci magowie?
See reason, Lisette. We
Word
cannot
is
stay
that the
here.
mages will be joining us here in Haven. I hope you've chosen your allies wisely,
No
Helen.
ja też mam taką nadzieję. Dobra, no już z tobą gadaliśmy na
Walk in
pewno.
the Maker's
Przynajmniej
grace.
mam taką nadzieję. Okej, gdzie są w ogóle magowie, co? Tak nigdzie magów nie widzę. Widzę żołnierzy, widzę te opiekunki.
A scout in the hinterland saw the herald of Andraste. Said he sealed a rift.
A, i to są chyba magowie, tak? Chyba tak, przynajmniej tak wyglądają na magów. Przynajmniej tak wyglądają. Ich chyba tutaj wcześniej nie było. Tej grupki. Tak, tak, to są magowie. Tam co stali. A tutaj? No ten gościu mi wygląda na maga. Jest zupełnie identyczny jak tamten poprzedni. Ciebie też nie kojarzę. Dobra, są tu magowie. w tych szatach to muszą być magowie, no bo kto by inny. Ale okej, widzę, że tu odcinek bardzo szybko nam minął.
Master Harry says the new...
Czy możemy to... O! Żebyśmy mogli to wreszcie wykonać? No, to stwórzmy przedmiot wreszcie. Gobelin Inkwizycji. Orlezjańska szlachta domaga się gobelinów z motywami związanymi z Inkwizycją. Gotowa jest słono zapłacić za nie naszym rzemieślnikom. Nagroda +1 do władzy, okej.
The Inquisition can use that.
No jak najbardziej. Władza +1, spoko. Chociaż władzę mam już od zarąbania, ale zawsze na propsie.
Can I help you with something?
If I have
zamówienie
material
specjalne?
for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Aha, spoko.
Farewell.
Make it go.
Okej. Okej. Dobra. Aha. Spoko. Coś jeszcze tutaj jest? Nie. Na razie nic nie mam,
Thanks for
szkoda.
checking anyway.
Mages.
O, tak, Leliana jeszcze nam została. Proszę, proszę.
Your open support for the mages likely earned you enemies. Our agents
No,
will monitor the
wiem.
situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
Być może.
You're not planning assassinations, are you?
I was planning to unleash Josephine on them. She kills with kindness. Regardless,
Okay.
I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
No właśnie. No, widziałem
In
to.
Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
No, postąpiłeś
It was
szlachetnie.
still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Dobra, to wszystko już gadaliśmy. No, Leliana jest naprawdę chyba najbardziej oddana całej sprawie i ona chyba nigdy w ogóle nie jest w stanie nas zdradzić. Ja w ogóle się temu nie dziwię, no. Komu jak komu, ale jej możemy wszystko powiedzieć, naprawdę. Jest najpewniejszym człowiekiem w całym tym, kurde, obozie Inkwizycji. Dobra, planowałem jeszcze sobie pogadać z Józefiną i matką Giselle, ale no dzisiaj już nie zdążymy. Mam nadzieję, że odcinek wam się podobał. No to był taki odcinek poglądowy. No musieliśmy sprawdzić, jak wygląda sytuacja. Dorian miał nam sporo do powiedzenia, ale w końcu jest naszym nowym towarzyszem, więc musieliśmy go wypytać, nie? Nie możemy tak po omacku wszystkich traktować. No, mam nadzieję, że wam się spodoba taki odcinek. Mi tam się bardzo podobały te wszystkie kwestie dialogowe, które usłyszeliśmy. Więc co? Komentujcie, subskrybujcie i zostawcie jakiś znak po sobie. Oczywiście możecie też zalajkować fanpage'a, jeśli tylko wam się spodoba. Więc trzymajcie się, cześć!